Hello, and welcome to Live Parkinson's, Live an Exceptional Life. I'm your host, Chris Custenbotter, and I've been living an exceptional life with Parkinson's for the past 14 years. The mission of this podcast is to help as many people as possible living with Parkinson's to lead a great quality of life. Today's topic is balance and stability for Parkinson's, the role of exercise in fall prevention. Imagine waking up every morning feeling uncertain about your next step, literally. For millions living with Parkinson's, every movement can feel like navigating a tightrope with balance and stability hanging in the balance. Falls become a daily fear. But what if I told you there's a powerful tool to help you regain control? It's not medication or surgery, it's exercise. In this episode, we'll explore how simple movements can strengthen your balance, improve your stability, and give you the confidence to an independent, safer life. Are you ready to take back control? Over the almost 15 years living with Parkinson's, I've definitely noticed a significant decline in both my balance and stability. I know many others have similar issues, so that's why I wanted to discuss this important topic. While I've been lucky and haven't had any falls, I've had numerous near misses, only because I was able to catch myself on a stable object like a wall or furniture or someone standing nearby. So I know that fear can creep into our minds regarding falling and injuring ourselves, which can lead to a loss of independence. Now, to alleviate my fears, I spend about 10 to 15 minutes every day working on balance exercises at home. These are very easy exercises that have helped me improve and maintain my balance, and I will share them with you in this podcast. At the conclusion of this podcast, you should have the background and practical strategies for helping to improve your balance. Now, I do want to note that please review any new exercises with your healthcare professional or a certified physical therapist to ensure that they are appropriate for your specific needs. And please follow all safety guidelines that we'll be discussing in this podcast. So, as always, let's open the book and look at the outline for what we'll be discussing in this podcast. I've divided it into 5 segments. We'll lead off segment 1 with understanding balance challenges in Parkinson's, and look at how Parkinson's affects balance with some key statistics. Then moving into segment 2, we'll examine the role of exercise in improving balance and stability. We'll delve into the scientific support, talk about neuroplasticity, a term you may have heard in other previous podcasts, of course, and improve muscle strength. And then moving into segment 3, we'll explore the best exercises for balance and fall prevention and discuss strength training and specific balance exercises. Then we'll slide into segment 4 and provide some practical tips for incorporating exercise into our daily life. And then round it out with segment 5, where we'll share safety considerations and some of the adaptive tools that can help you with your balance. And then we'll also talk about fall prevention for your home. And then we'll tie it all together and provide resources for you to help you with your balance and stability. So if you're ready to regain your balance and stability and feel better when you're out with family and friends, then let's jump in and get started. And let's begin with understanding balance challenges with Parkinson's. Why is or does balance become a big challenge with Parkinson's? Well, as you know, Parkinson's disease affects the brain's ability to produce dopamine, which is a neurotransmitter that plays a key role in controlling our movement. And when dopamine levels drop, your body's movement can slow down, your muscles can become stiff, and your balance and coordination are impacted. And one of the most common symptoms of Parkinson's is postural instability. This means that it becomes harder to maintain an upright posture, making you more prone to stumbling or falling. Now, according to the article, Fall Prevention in Parkinson's by the Parkinson's Foundation, some of the reasons for falls in Parkinson's include walking changes. Shorter, slower, and shuffling steps can affect balance and lead to tripping. Balance issues. Parkinson's disrupts some of the natural movements and reflexes that maintain upright posture and balance. This is one I've personally experienced myself. Freezing of gait. It's when your feet feel like they're stuck to the floor, and it can cause you to have your upper body extending past your feet, causing you to become unbalanced and fall. Low blood pressure. Parkinson's affects the autonomic nervous system, which can cause drops in blood pressure when standing up. I noticed I felt lightheaded at times if I stand up too quickly. Medication side effects. They can cause sleepiness and confusion, which can result in falls. They also say muscle weakness. Parkinson's symptoms can weaken leg and core muscles and impact our balance. And then thinking changes. This is definitely one that I have some problems with. Parkinson's can affect making multitasking, which is already challenging, even trickier. And walking while distracted may lead to falls. So let's put this into perspective with some statistics to give you a flavor for the size of the issue with balance and Parkinson's. According to the Parkinson's Foundation, around 60% of people with Parkinson's fall every year. So that's 6 out of 10 people. Some falls result in minor scrapes or bruises, but others have lasting impact on mobility and independence. So if someone falls and breaks a hip, they might end up spending time in the nursing home, which is unfortunate, and that's what we're trying to prevent. The Parkinsons.org.uk group has a Parkinson's and Falls Tips and Balance resource guide, and they state that 39% of patients who fall do so recurrently. So if you've fallen once, 39% of people are going to fall a second time or more. Fear of falling is disabling and also increases the risk of falls. All right, now let's provide some of the medical costs associated with balance problems and falls. According to the Michael J. Fox Foundation, in their article, a study finds Parkinson's $52 billion, that's B, economic burden doubles previous estimates. And they state that the total cost of Parkinson's disease to individuals, families, and the U.S. government is $51.9 billion every year. They note that $25.4 billion is attributed to direct medical costs such as hospitalization and medication, and $26.5 billion is non-medical costs like missed work, lost wages, and early forced retirement, and also family caregiver time. Falls are one of the leading causes of hospitalization for Parkinson's. While these statistics are sobering, there is hope that where exercise, yes, I said it, exercise comes in. By working on strengthening your muscles, improving your flexibility, and enhancing your coordination, you can regain control over your body and reduce your risk of falling, which leads directly into segment 2. The role of exercise in improving balance and stability. Now, let me briefly discuss the elephant in the room. I know from personal experience with friends who have Parkinson's that exercise can be very intimidating. One, because with Parkinson's come the daily challenges of stiffness, fatigue, balance issues, which doesn't make you want to put exercise high on your priority list. Second, many people with Parkinson's don't want to go to the fitness center because they feel self-conscious because of their symptoms, and they don't think they can keep up with others. Usually the exact opposite is true, that most people are very supportive and willing to help you, and in group fitness classes, the instructors can provide modifications so that you're able to participate along with the rest of the class. Grab a friend, a family member to go with you. That'll really help alleviate some of your fears. And exercise will not only make you feel better and help you with your PD symptoms, but it's going to give you a sense of accomplishment and satisfaction. So I would highly encourage you to include exercise as part of your daily routine. It'll provide numerous benefits on your Parkinson's journey. Okay, I'm going to step off my soapbox now. All right, let's talk about how exercise can make a real difference. While we know that exercise is good for the heart and cardiovascular system, did you know that it also helps your brain? Regular exercise has been shown to improve the motor symptoms of Parkinson's, and that includes balance and stability. So here's how exercise helps balance and stability. First is strengthening your muscles. Exercise helps build and maintain muscle strength. Particularly, you want to work on your legs and your core because those muscles play a crucial role in balance and stability. So if you have a lot of weakness in your legs, you're going to be very unstable. And if you're unstable, you have the propensity to fall. And same with your core. So if you can strengthen your core, your back, and your leg muscles, it's going to help with your balance and your stability. Next up is improved flexibility. So stretching exercises are going to help you adjust to the changes in posture and balance. So if you do stretching and you're flexible, sometimes if you may turn quickly and maybe like it happens to me, my dog is standing there and I can make adjustments so that I don't trip and fall. Stretching and flexibility is certainly going to help with that. And then enhanced coordination. Exercise can enhance coordination, which is essential for maintaining balance and preventing falls. And then improved gait. Exercise can help improve your gait and walking patterns, which can also contribute to better balance and stability. I know when I have trouble and I'm tired during the day and I start to drag my leg, that affects my balance. So it's important that you do exercise to help maintain and improve your gait so that you don't have those problems. Numerous studies have demonstrated that the effectiveness of exercise in improving balance and stability in people with Parkinson's. There was a meta-analysis done in 2012 by Zinn and colleagues, and they found that exercise interventions significantly improved balance and gait parameters in individuals with PD. And a study by Neubauers and colleagues in 2008 showed that a combination of strength training and balance exercises could improve balance and reduce the fear of falling in individuals with PD. Now, these are just a few examples to show you why exercise is so important in your Parkinson's journey and how exercise can help improve stability and balance if you're living with Parkinson's. Okay, we've looked at the benefits of exercise and the benefits it can have on our motor symptoms and balance and stability. Now let's look at the, quote, how exercise, end quote, can help people with Parkinson's with their stability and their balance. Now, one of the reasons is neuroplasticity, and I've talked about this on other podcasts, and essentially it's your brain's ability to adapt and form new neural connections. So when you exercise regularly, especially in ways that challenge your balance and coordination, and when you're also challenging your brain with exercises, your brain starts to compensate for the loss of dopamine by creating new pathways that they're going to help control movement more effectively. And so I talked about neuroplasticity, I think, when I was talking about hobbies as well. So if you're learning a new hobby or a new skill, we talked about muscle memory. The more you do it, your brain builds these new pathways so that as you're practicing the skill, it becomes easier and easier each time that you do it. So in a way, exercises like reviving your brain to help you move better. Now, research also shows that exercise can improve muscle strength and posture, both of which are crucial for preventing falls. If you strengthen the muscles in your legs and core, for example, you have a more stable base, which means that you are less likely to lose your balance and fall. Exercise also helps you develop better reflexes, which means that if you do stumble, you'll be quicker to catch yourself and avoid falling. And here's the best part. The benefits of exercise aren't just physical. Studies show that regular physical activity can boost your mood, reduce feelings of depression, and even improve cognitive function, all of which contribute to a better quality of life. Okay, now that we understand the why and how exercise is important in Parkinson's for stability and balance, let's transition into segment 3 and look at best exercises for balance and fall prevention. So what types of exercises are most effective in improving balance and preventing falls? Well, that's a great question. I'm glad you asked. So let's walk through some of the best exercises that you can start incorporating into your daily routine. First up is strength training. Strengthening the muscles in your legs, core, and back is essential for maintaining stability. And you don't even have to go to the gym for a lot of these. Simple exercises that you can do at home, like squats, leg lifts, and planks, are great for building these muscle groups. That helps you keep steady. You don't need fancy equipment for the exercises. So you can do chairs if you need assistance. You can do chair squats where you squat, make sure that you keep your weight over your heels. You touch down on the chair and then push to stand up. That's going to help to strengthen your leg muscles. And then leg lifts, you can, again, sit in a chair, hold on to the chair and lift your legs, hold for a count of 3 and lower them. And that's going to strengthen your core muscles. So a lot of these, you don't need fancy gym equipment to be able to do. Body weight or resistance bands can also do the trick and help you build strength in the important muscle groups that we just talked about. If you talk to your physical therapist, they can give you some resistance bands, or you can get them at any sporting goods store. They're very inexpensive, so you can use those as well to do different leg exercises to build strength in your muscles. All right, now let's talk about balance exercises. Now, I did want to make you aware that I developed a free resource. It's called 9 Exercises to Improve Your Balance with Parkinson's. And you can get that free by visiting the liveparkinsons.com website and scrolling down on the homepage, and you'll see a button there that says 9 balance exercises. And you just click on that, and it'll take you to the page where you need to download the document. So in addition to strength training, several exercises have shown positive results in improving balance and stability, especially for conditions like Parkinson's. So first up is Tai Chi. What exactly is Tai Chi for those of you that aren't familiar? It's an ancient Chinese practice that focuses on slow, flowing movements, and it's been shown to improve balance and coordination in people with Parkinson's. You work on your breathing as well as the slow, flowing, dedicated movements. Now, a meta-analysis by Lin and colleagues in 2012 found Tai Chi to be particularly effective in improving balance and reducing fall risk in people with Parkinson's. Now, the beauty of Tai Chi is that it's low impact. So it's easy on the joints while still producing a full body workout. I personally participated in a number of Tai Chi classes, and so here I want to give you my personal perspective for what it's worth. Tai Chi definitely helped me with my balance, focusing on the moves, helped me keep a good base and set good center of gravity, and that really helped me focus on keeping a stable base, which ultimately helped my balance. Now, on the flip side, if you're a person like me who wants to really be active during exercise, or if you're thinking about what you need to do, or your mind's always preoccupied, Tai Chi does take a little bit of time getting used to. At first, I found it to be very slow, focusing on the breathing and the gentle moves. I was thinking, can't we pick up the pace a little? And some of the moves may also seem very repetitive. However, if you stick with it, I learned many things. It helps me to slow down, focus my breathing, and that also helps to reduce stress. And by doing things slowly, you really focus on your stability and your balance. So that's the key. So I would recommend Tai Chi. I wouldn't recommend it if I didn't think it would be of a benefit, but it really has helped me with my balance. So that's my personal experience. Now, it may take several classes for you to fully embrace it. I'm just being honest with you. So next up, for those of you who like a more calming approach where you also focus on stretching and balance, yoga is a good choice. Yoga can be incredibly beneficial. It helps to improve your flexibility and posture while promoting relaxation, which can help reduce anxiety around falling. So yoga, you do simple poses as part of yoga, like a tree pose or a warrior pose, and you can modify those for your comfort level and still provide excellent balance training for yourself. Some of the moves may get a little bit more complicated in yoga, but you can keep the exercises simple and modify them to meet your specific needs, and they're still going to help you improve your balance. A study by Neubauer and colleagues in 2008 demonstrated yoga can improve balance and reduce the fear of falling in individuals with Parkinson. Okay, as with Tai Chi, I've taken a number of yoga classes, and so again, here's my personal perspective for what it's worth. I found yoga greatly helped me improve my balance and flexibility, just going through the moves. And I've also done combination yoga cardio classes, which it was called Soul Fusion. But you did a lot of balance exercises, stretching, and flexibility. And I can honestly say that both yoga by itself and the Soul Fusion class helped me greatly improve my balance and my flexibility. It helps you relax because typically they're playing relaxing music, and you're focusing on your breathing, which is a key component, and that helps you stay in the now, and that way you're not thinking about the thousand other things that you have to do. It definitely challenges your balance and requires you to have strength in your legs. So I realize that going in, that if your leg muscles are weak, it's going to take a little bit of time for you to build up the strength. You can do it. It's just you might have to take breaks or modify the exercises to fit your specific needs. The key is that most of the poses can be modified, and they're going to build your muscle strength over time, and same with your core. So I found it to be a great total body workout, and it's both relaxing and challenging at the same time. When you're done, you're sweating, but you're also feeling relaxed because you're focused on your breathing. They play nice calming music, and then typically you do a nice relaxing cool down. So it definitely improved my flexibility, it improved my range of motion, and my balance and stability. Again, as an FYI, the first several classes are going to be challenging. I'm not going to lie to you. I used a number of modifications to help me with some of the moves. So don't feel bad if you need to modify. Most everyone does. But as is true with anything, if you're willing to be consistent and you feel comfortable trying something new, I would highly recommend including yoga into your exercise routine. You'll definitely notice improvements in flexibility, range of motion, and your balance. All right, finally, let's not forget about aerobic exercise, and that would include walking, cycling, swimming. They're great options. Not only do they improve your cardiovascular health, but also they're going to enhance your endurance and stamina, because those are two key factors that are going to be important to maintain your balance and your stability. So to tie all these exercises together, by incorporating strength training to build your legs and core strength, balance exercises that you can do at home, a Tai Chi or yoga class, and including aerobic exercise into your daily routine is not only going to help you improve your stamina, but it's going to help you overall in terms of building up your strength, and it's going to help with your balance and prevent fall risk. So not only all these exercises with balance, but they're also going to help you with your mobility and stiffness as well. So please consider incorporating these exercises into your daily routine. All right, you may be thinking, okay, Chris, these sound like they're beneficial, but I have no idea how to include them in my daily routine. Okay, that's a great point. So let's look at some practical tips that you can use to incorporate balance exercises into your daily routine, especially if you're new to exercise or you only do it on an occasional basis. So I'm going to give you 10, that's right, I said 10 practical tips for including balance and stability exercises into your daily routine. Starting off with number 1, start with simple balance exercises during daily tasks. So what I mean by that is when you're brushing your teeth, stand on one leg while holding onto the sink or counter if you need the support. And I call this the flamingo stance. But if you stand on one leg while you're brushing your teeth and then switch when you're doing the other side, you'll notice that you're going to be holding on to when you're first starting, but after a period of time, you'll notice that you're probably able to do it with letting go. So it's going to improve your balance. So just stand on one leg while you brush your teeth. Maybe you do that while you're doing the dishes or folding laundry, and that's going to go a long way in helping you out. Another thing, as you walk down the hallway, practice placing one foot directly in front of the other in a straight line. So almost like you're walking a tightrope. So it's like the old Christmas song, put one foot in front of the other. Pretty soon you're walking out the door. So that's going to help you as well. And you can use the wall or railing for extra stability. All right, tip number 2 is incorporate strengthening the moves for stability. And I talked about these earlier, but doing chair squats. Sit down and stand up slowly from a chair without using your hands if possible. Now, to make it completely safe, if you need someone there to help or you need to hold on to a cabinet or furniture or shelf, make sure that you do that. The chair squats are going to help strengthen your legs and core muscles, in which we talked about earlier as being crucial for balance. You can do wall push-ups against the wall to build upper body strength. And upper body strength, of course, is going to help because it gives you positivity and it reduces the chance of falling. So if you have not only strong leg muscles, strong core muscles, but if you have a strong upper body, you feel more confident and your fear of falling should be diminished. All right, number 3, use visual cues to improve your gait and freezing. You can place small pieces of tape on the floor to create targets that encourage continuous stepping. So this is especially helpful if you experience freezing episodes. And then when you're turning, instead of turning and spinning directly around, make a little bit more of a large half circle movement instead of doing that pivoting move. And that can help reduce the risk of falling because it's easier on your balance when you take the slower, more arching turn. And then number 4, schedule daily movement breaks. All right, set a timer to remind yourself to take short movement breaks every hour. Do a few gentle stretches, march in place, or practice doing some heel raises. These breaks help you keep you active, and they help maintain balance throughout the day. Number 5, incorporate Tai Chi or yoga poses for flexibility and focus. One of the things you can do is stand on one leg using a chair, wall, or a person for support, and with the other foot resting lightly on the inside of your opposite heel or calf, not the knee. You don't want to put your foot on your knee because you're going to put undue stress on the knee joint. And this is going to help you develop your balance, calm, and your focus. Tai Chi movements. Practice slow, controlled movements for balance and coordination. Tai Chi classes are often tailored for people with Parkinson's and can be followed either online or in person. Number 6, use a stable surface for safety. Always perform exercises near a sturdy surface or furniture that doesn't move in case you need support. Balance exercises, even if simple, can pose a fall risk, so having that proper support nearby is very beneficial. Number 7, incorporate walking and outdoor movement. Make a goal to take short walks each day, preferably in the well-lit, obstacle-free areas. Now, walking on a variety of surfaces like grass and gravel can help you maintain or improve your balance. But if you're walking on uneven surfaces like grass or gravel, make sure someone else with you if you're unsteady, or use a cane or a walker for balance. Number 8, stay consistent but flexible with your training exercise times. Pick times of the day when you have the most energy to perform exercises and set up a routine to create consistency. But, it's with anything. Sometimes you have a schedule and you need to adjust the schedule. The same thing is true with exercise plans. You may need to adjust them, which is fine. Just make sure you stay consistent and don't completely give up. And then again, you want to base it on how you're feeling that particular day as well. Number 9, make stretching a bedtime habit. Gently stretch your leg muscles, hip and back, while lying down when you're sitting in the evening. So regular stretching is going to help you with your flexibility, reduce your stiffness, and can even make moving easier the next day. And number 10, exercise with a buddy or join group activities. Exercising with a friend or family member or group adds social motivation and provides extra support, especially if you feel unsteady. Look for Tai Chi or yoga classes that you can do modifications to meet your specific needs, or find classes that are tailored for Parkinson's patients, or focus on improving your balance. Well, there you have it. There are the 10 practical tips for incorporating balance and stamina exercises into your daily routine. Incorporating these tips is going to help you build your strength, balance, and confidence in your daily activities, ultimately reducing your risk of falls. All right, before we move into the next section, I wanted to share with you an offer from Audible.com. Now, if you're not familiar with Audible, they're your one-stop source for audio entertainment. They offer an incredible selection of audiobooks across every genre, from bestsellers to new releases, celebrity memoirs, motivation, health and wellness, business, and more. The Audible app makes it easy to listen anytime, anywhere, whether you're traveling, cooking dinner, relaxing on the beach, or just going for a walk. New members can trial Audible for free for 30 days and get a free audiobook for a feel-good, optimistic book I recommend, A Funny Thing Happened on the Way to the Future by Michael J. Fox. And for understanding more about Parkinson's disease, I recommend 10 Breakthrough Therapies for Parkinson's Disease by Dr. Michael Oken. To take advantage of the free 30-day trial and free audiobook, visit www.audibletrial.com/thrive. That's www.audibletrial.com/thrive. And I'll leave a link in the podcast description. Now, for complete honesty and transparency, if you sign up for the free 30-day Audible trial and free audiobook, Audible pays me a small commission, which I use to support this podcast. So if you decide to sign up for the free 30-day trial and free audiobook, I thank you for your support and supporting this podcast. All right, now let's switch gear and talk about safety considerations and adaptive tools to help you with your balance and stability. Safety and fall prevention. Now, whenever you're doing balance exercises, it's very important to keep safety in mind. Always start slow and build your balance exercises as you gradually improve your balance. It's a good idea to work with a physical therapist if you have significant balance issues, because they can create a personalized exercise plan for you. They can help you safely push your limits without risking injury or taking undue risks. If you use assistive devices, it doesn't mean all hope is lost. In fact, these tools can help you stay mobile while giving you the support and independence you need. So let's take a look at some assistive devices that are available to help with our balance. The first one is a rolling walker with seats and brakes. And there's a 4-wheel rollator walker, and it has 4 wheels, of course. That's why they call it the 4-wheel walker, right, Chris? Hence the name. And it has a sturdy frame, hand brakes, and a built-in seat. Now, this walker is going to help you maintain a steady pace, and the seat's going to provide a place to sit if you need to rest. And you can use these both indoors and outdoors. Now, my parents are both 85, and they use these in order to be mobile in their assisted living facility. Number 2 is canes for stability. And there's a couple different types. The first one I'll talk about is a quad cane. And this has a 4-pronged base, which provides more stability than a standard single-point cane. It's great for improving balance, and it can also stand on its own when not being used. So that's another benefit. You can stand it up in the corner. And then there's a laser cane. Some canes have built-in laser pointers to act as a visual cue, which can be helpful for overcoming freezing episodes, and because they give you a step target. And then you have walking poles and Nordic sticks. Now, these are an effective way to improve stability while walking and can be used both indoors and outdoors, and they help you maintain an upright posture, help you maintain a steady pace, and also help you relieve some pressure on the legs by shifting it to the upper body. Now, I recently read a study on the effectiveness of using walking poles, and I've recently begun using trek poles, or what they call Nordic sticks, in my outdoor walks. And I can honestly say they help me maintain my posture, and they provided me with a regular steady cadence when I was walking. I found it to be almost like cross-country skiing. So I would highly recommend that if you haven't tried it, to get yourself some walking Nordic poles or trekking poles. You can go on Amazon, or you can find them in a sporting goods store. I think I paid around $20 for both of mine. And it's a great total body workout because you're using your arms and your legs, but it's also keeping you upright, and it's also helping you with your balance as well. And then ankle and foot braces. So for people with drop foot, that's difficulty lifting the front part of your foot, these braces are going to provide some support and lift the foot while you're walking. This reduces the risk of tripping and helps with your balance. And then you have ankle support braces, which provide extra stability to weak or unstable ankles, which many people have. And by doing that, you can improve your balance. And then next up is anti-slip shoe covers and wearable insoles. Anti-slip shoes, covers, or soles help add traction to shoes and can prevent slips, especially on slick surfaces like hardwood or tile flooring. And then there's weighted insoles. Weighted shoe inserts are designed for Parkinson's and can help improve stability. They can help with shuffling of gait, which is common in Parkinson's. So these are just a few of the examples of assistive devices that are available. Those that like using technology, there's also a number of devices that can be used to monitor stability, gait, and even falls. So if you like technology, options are available. Finally, don't forget to fall-proof your home, and you can make simple improvements like removing loose rugs, installing grab bars in key areas, and having adequate lighting in hallways, etc. So ultimately, the key goal with safety and assistive devices is to stay active while minimizing the risk of injury. So let's recap what we covered. Exercise plays a critical role in improving balance and reducing the risk of falls in people with Parkinson's. Whether it's strength training, balance exercises, Tai Chi, or yoga, the key is to find activities that work for you and make them a regular part of your daily routine. Now, I'm going to encourage you to try out some of the exercises we talked about today. Remember, start small and slowly, be consistent, but most importantly, listen to your body. Remember, even a little movement can make a huge difference over time. So if you found today's episode helpful, please share it with others who may benefit from these tips. And you can also find additional resources and exercises on the Parkinson's Foundation website, Michael J. Fox, and the Davis Finney websites as well. And then, as I mentioned earlier, I also put together a free resource. It's 9 balance exercises for improving your balance with Parkinson's. And you can get it by visiting liveparkinsons.com and look for it on the homepage. Click on the button and get your copy. Now, as we close out, I would ask that you visit liveparkinsons.com and subscribe to the free monthly newsletter, which is full of information to help you live a great quality of life. And if you feel that this podcast provides a benefit to you and you want to support the podcast and my mission to help people with Parkinson's lead a great quality life, you can visit my Ko-fi page, kofi.com/liveparkinsons, and buy a cup of coffee. I'll leave a link in the description below. And thank you very much for joining me today. Remember, stay active, stay positive, and always take steady steps forward. Thanks again, and have a spectacular day. Hope to see you on future podcasts. Thanks.